I'm Cecilia Louie of Paper Zen. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a fringed Gerbera flower. And after we've made the flower, we're going to attach the leaves and then glue it to a printed card. You can download all these free files from my blog, and the link is in the notes below. Subscribe to my newsletter and you'll be the first to know when I come out with new projects. And if you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, then the bell icon, so you'll be notified of new tutorials. For these Gerberas, I'm going to be using paper that I bought at Daiso. You can watch another video I made about Daiso paper, and I'll leave a link in the notes below this video. If you're cutting these flowers by hand, you can watch my previous videos about fringed flowers for more details. Basically, I have a strip here that is 11 inches long by ½ inch wide, and I'm going to fold it in half, and then from there I took a ruler and measured about 2 inches. We're talking about basically a third of this, but there's no need to be really exact. Then I took a strip of conventional 1/8 inch quilling paper and I just put it down on my sheet. I just basically used that as a ruler and gave myself a line. And this is for the purposes of the video. I'm just going to put a dotted line here so you can see better where I've folded the paper. So this is half of the whole width here, and this is about 1/3 of this distance here, which is about 2 inches. Now from there, I again took my quilling strip and used it as a ruler, drew a line, drew a line. So this part here you're going to cut off, and then this part here you're going to fringe, so that you end up with a strip that kind of looks like this. Now you don't have to do it this way. You can certainly attach a strip on here of another color. I just tend to be a little lazy and I like to have it all on one strip of paper. So again, just visit my other videos and you'll see more details of how to fringe by hand. For those of you who have an electric cutting machine, you know I love to know that you're out there. So give me a shout out by saying hybrid in the comments below. Now to create these 4 flowers, I actually only cut them out of these 2 sheets of paper. So let me show you how I did that. This first pink one, I basically used a darker red. I've just kind of colored it in here, flipped it over, a dark purple on the inside part. I find when you're putting together a whole bouquet of flowers and they all have different colors, it's nice to have one element kind of tie them in together so that they look cohesive. So the dark center in the middle is what I've seen on a lot of Gerbera flowers, and I thought that would help bring them together. It's certainly nice to have an arrangement, say if the person that you're giving their card to enjoys yellow, certainly it's great to just show all yellow if that's what you want. But I just want to show the greatest variety here so you can pick and choose to use whatever elements that you want. So that's how I colored the strip. So I colored it darker in the middle and a little highlight, and then the petal colors, and that's how I created that flower. And after you've coiled them up, you can attach the base to your leaves. And the leaves here, I've just cut them out of 80-pound cardstock, and I took a dried up pen and I basically drew a line down the center, a score line, to help you fold in the middle. And that just kind of gives a little bit of life to those leaves so that they're not just all flat. So I would just use my fingernail and put it along the spine as I give each leaf a gentle fold. So then you would just glue that to the bottom, and as you can see here, do you see this small leaf? I've tucked it on top of this larger leaf and brought them closer together. That's how you can change up the leaves so that they're not so star-shaped. Of course it's star-shaped so that we can cut it all out of one sheet of paper to make it easier on us, but you can just flex the petals around to switch them around to however you like. Now to create these other variations of color, for this yellow one I obviously left these petals alone, and then I used an orange marker for the highlight and then a purple for the center. And then for this peach colored one, I just happen to have a peach colored felt marker and basically just added a little tonal variation to the pink. And because I chose such a soft color, it can take a lot of the darker colors or a subtle variation like this, and it just kind of gives you, you know, just like flowers in real life, you know, sometimes they're just a little shade off here and there, and that's what actually gives it that subtlety, because your eyes can tell that there is something different. And that's what I love about my markers. My markers have so much more depth of control of subtlety than I get from paper selection. The paper mills just can't give us the range that we're looking for sometimes. Well, that I'm looking for anyway. And then, so the orange is simple enough. I basically applied that to the yellow, again, a very nice base color that accepts a lot of colors. And then I used the red for the middle part, or this is the red, and then the same purple again on the inside. So however way you guys want to color your flowers, I would love to see what you make. Don't forget to come to my blog and download this free template. This template has an outline for the leaves. If you have more patience than I do to cut these leaves out by hand, all the power to you. And it also comes with these 4 squares and just basically a blank card template so that you can add whatever greeting you wish on the bottom. And after you've cut it out and scored it, then you can basically apply the flowers however you wish on here. I would just tend to rotate the leaves until I see what I like, and then dip each one into some glue and apply it. And don't forget to add it to my pillow box. So if you enjoyed this project, I hope you'll give me 2 thumbs up. And especially for you hybrid crafters, those who love to do quilling and die cutting at the same time, let me know that I'm not alone, and type the word hybrid down below in the comments, okay? Thanks, and see you next time. Just kind of, you know, rotate them until you see what you like, change up the color combinations, and